Good morning, I'm back on the extremely busy Knock-Jewel carriageway. It's Wednesday the 30th of December and the temperature's about 4, and Cregagh Glen is just down at the bottom of the hill there up to the left, and I'm at the base of the very famous Rocky Road, and I'm going to walk up it. Now, I have videoed the Rocky Road quite a number of times, bits and pieces of it. I've videoed it even halfway down it at night time to let you see the city at night, but I've never actually videoed a walk up it, so I'm just going to do that now. Morning, afternoon I mean. And the Rocky Road has been given its name after the Irish. The same as an awful lot, or the Gaelic, the same as an awful lot of the places round East Belfast, would you believe? And it's quite steep. And you'll see how steep it is in a wee minute or two. But it's well used and well walked. And you need a good clutch. And I'm getting breathless already. Too much Christmas dinner. That house is brave and private. I'll just turn around and let you see where we are here as we rise up. And these on the ground, this is concrete rumble bars. Well, I'm calling them that anyway. They're to give, oh my goodness, they're to give tires a wee bit of extra grip as you go up round here, because it is quite steep. Oh my goodness. And in the winter time, if there's a drop of ice or snow, this road is a no-no. You just have to go the long way round. Oh my goodness. Oh. So I'm at the 30-mile limits now, and I'm turning the corner. Tremendous views of Belfast, over Belfast, from the reinforced bars up here. And we're having another lovely day. Now it is nippy. Probably about 4 degrees. And over the last months, see how slow he's coming down. Over the past months, posters and viewers have asked me, you know, how's the old hip bearing up after your hip operation over last summer, and thanks very much for your interest and your concern, folks. The hip is doing grand. I wouldn't be claiming this if it was giving me any difficulty. I walked about 4 miles about a month ago, and I had no problem. And there's the type of view you're getting. So the hip replacement was a good one. I did have to go privately for it, or else I would have joined the back of a queue, waiting 4 years. And there's the hills all along the, there's all the houses all along the carriageway there, or the Knockjewel carriageway. There's so much to see here, and it's a hidden gem. See how close Belfast is to green fields and farmland. It's absolutely beautiful here. I think it's easier going up than down. It's a wee bit slippy towards the bottom now. Right. Right. Somebody has thrown out a load of water down at the bottom, so it is iced up. Well, if you ever come to Northern Ireland, or indeed Ireland, you might be surprised at this. You know, most people, 80% of people, you know, when you're out on a wee dander like this, and most people will say hello and speak to you, and most people, you know, if you got into a wee difficulty or two, and you were struggling in any shape or form, most people would, you know, offer you help. So that's looking over to Black Mountain and Divis. There's Divis. Can't see anybody up. And I have extolled the virtues and wonders of Divis many, many times. I'm panning on round to the Cave Hill. And Napoleon's Nose. And I don't see anybody up there. That's called McCart's Fort. There was a fort up here, probably about the 11th or 12th century, because it's great. It has great views over Belfast. And there's the two Horned and Wolf cranes. At one time, these cranes were, whenever they were built, they were the biggest cranes in the whole of the world. And they're listed now. And they're still used, but it's a pity they weren't used more. And that's Belfast Port and Harbour down in there. A few stennas in, big ferries. Yeah, popular walking place. Just walking backwards, as you do. Let's just see. And I don't want to poke the camera in these people's faces. What about you? All right. Napoleon's nose is sitting out well now. And some people say this road is easier walking down than oh flip me, there's a car. Walking down and coming up. The car was in behind me. I nearly got squished there, folks. Yeah, not really. The guy was very kind, he didn't even doot. It's just amazing what you can see from here. You know. There's the waterfront hall. Where is it? There's the Odyssey or SSE Arena. And at least I think it is. On the waterfront. Is that the waterfront hall there? No, maybe not. Not too sure. It's difficult, you know, spotting landmarks from this distance. The big fish is down in here somewhere. Anyway. I get mixed up. Now, I do know that that's a city hospital tower block just underneath Divis. So this is Belfast. Belfast is quite a small city. You know, you really can walk, you know, anywhere from Belfast city centre. And the whole place, of course, is opened up because of the, well, it's being opened up, but in East Belfast we've got the Belfast Greenaway, and it's brilliant. Big dog, probably an Alsatian. Beware of dog. That is a big Alsatian. This is opening up nicely now. It's all right. Another car coming. White's Mountain away over there somewhere. So we've got Cave Hill, we've got Divis, we've got Black Mountain, and we've got White Mountain. And I'd rather walk this than run it. In fact, I couldn't run it at all. Maybe at one time I could have run it, because I did do an awful lot of running. Did a lot of half marathons, would you believe? Now I could hardly run the length of myself. My friend Chris, he's caretaker at Orangefield Church, he goes out and he's near 70. He's near 70 and he goes out every day and runs about 4 or 5 miles, and he's mental. And people toot the horn at him and give him the thumbs up. Oracle environmental experts don't know what they do, but they're in there. And this road will take you up off the Knockdale Carriageway that I'm on every day. It'll take you up to the big super integrated school, secondary school, that is Lagan College. And by integrated, I mean that it will take anybody of any religious persuasion. Now, you'll not believe this if you don't know about Northern Ireland, but the majority of pupils in our nursery and primary, well, maybe not nursery, in our primary schools and secondary schools, they split them up. This is ridiculous. They split them up at 5 years old. Get this view. They split them up at 5 years old, and they all go. Protestants go to the state schools, and Catholics, they go to the Catholic schools. Talk about reinventing the wheel. And doubling up on things. Totally mental. And this is what the Catholic Church has demanded. So we've got a few parents, and they don't like this. And they think that their children, both Protestant and Catholic, should be educated together to get to know folks from the other religious persuasion. And this is one of the biggest, I think it's the only Catholic Protestant integrated secondary schools. Yeah, this is the biggest Catholic secondary school in the whole of Northern Ireland. Only about 4% of school pupils are educated together in integrated schools, and I think it's a disgrace. And how do they ever think that Catholic youngsters and Protestant youngsters are going to get along together if they don't grow up together, realising that each doesn't have horns coming out of their heads? It's a recipe for disaster, keeping them apart. I didn't want to shove the video camera in that gentleman's face. Into the left here, during the Second World War, was an base. There were 3 AK guns to protect Belfast from German bombers. Unfortunately, you know, they didn't. There's Castlereagh Presbyterian Church. Significant architecturally. Let me try to walk backwards again. All right, ladies. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Oops. Yeah, there was AK guns positioned in the fields just to my left here during the Second World War. And unfortunately, during the Belfast Blitz, a 1,000 people were killed over 2 days bombing. I thought maybe it was 3. And this is the Lisnabrini former American military cemetery, was all here. And during the Second World War, Northern Ireland was a launch-off point for 300,000 American troops were stationed here during the Second World War. And it was, they got trained and all the rest of it here in Northern Ireland. But unfortunately, during the training and driving around and all the rest of it, natural causes, quite a number of those guys came across to Northern Ireland and were killed in road accidents and what have you, natural causes. And they were buried first in the military cemetery here. And I have done videos on it, so I'm not going to labour and stop there. And they were buried there for maybe 2-3 years with the view to being repatriated back to America at the end of the war, because the coffins were obviously seen as, you know, important, but not that important that they justified taking up space on a ship crossing to America, because the German wolf packs were all waiting for them. And the lighter and faster those cargo vessels would be the, you know, could be, the easier it was going to get them across. So they waited until the end of the war, and then they repatriated all the coffins and bodies. And this across the road is Lagan College that I was telling you about. And this road is very, very popular with walkers. So I've reached the top of the rocky road. Very, very busy. Very, very busy road. And up there, over the hill, is the site of Con O'Neill's inauguration, and Con O'Neill's Ray Fort is up very close to Castlereagh Presbyterian Church, actually, with the golden dome on top. And it too is quite a good vantage point. It's called the Church Road. So I'll maybe do a video of it sometime soon. My son-in-law and his sister went to this school, and they had a good time here. So that's the end of my little walk up the rocky road. Hope you enjoyed it.